to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And it's back now to La Liga action, which does feel a little bit strange given the massive week that we've had in the Champions League. So much build up to that, so much reaction following that game, and now suddenly we're back in La Liga, back in league action, where to be honest, we don't have anything at all to play for. That's the bottom line here. The league is won, it's signed, sealed, and the trophy even has been delivered at the Camp Nou. Nobody in this division is catching us, and for that reason, the focus, even with this game coming now, it remains on the Champions League. It remains on our trip coming very quickly on Tuesday to Anfield against Liverpool, and that certainly will play into Celta's hand in this game. We are going to be rotating, we are going to see changes, and big ones, no doubt about that, and rightly so. All the hard work in this season by ourselves, it's been done. We've worked hard to secure La Liga as soon as we possibly could, and now we're going to reap the benefits of that. Liverpool, on the other hand, are still fighting for the Premier League title. They're not really in the pole position. They're trying to play catch up to Manchester City. They're going to be playing exactly the same time as us on Saturday, so we're going to have the same amount of rest, but the difference is we are going to be rotating, we are going to be changing around our team, we're going to be refreshing those players who played on Wednesday, whereas Liverpool are not going to have the same luxury. They're not going to be resting players, they're not going to be able to really change their team around, and so we there have even more of an advantage going into that game. But of course, right now, Celta against Barça, we're going to do a preview, we are going to discuss some important matters. So kickoff for this game on Saturday evening will be coming to us live from the Balaidos Stadium at 8:45pm local time, which, as I say, is exactly the same time that Liverpool will be travelling to face Newcastle in the Premier League on Saturday. And for me, it's very nice, a nice feeling to come into this game away at Celta Vigo, going to Balaidos at this stage of the season and having nothing to play for, nothing on the line, because it is an incredibly difficult place to go. We've come here, we've been beaten well at times, we conceded so many goals at this stadium in recent years, and it's really nice coming here knowing that even if we lose, doesn't really matter. We've won the league, play the team that we want to, we can go about this game, we can relax. Like I say, all the hard work has been done, but Celta Vigo, on the other hand, will have a very different mindset. Celta are coming into this game, and it's the complete opposite of ourselves. They are desperate for points right now. They need La Liga points more than anything else in the world right now, and they're going to be playing us here at the perfect time for them. They found themselves in a real relegation battle right throughout the course of the season. They've been down there, they've been down in the bottom three a few times. They've just managed to get outside of that now, but even so, with just 3 games to go here in La Liga, they're nowhere near safe. There's still work to be done. They're just 2 points clear of that bottom 3, and they'll be hoping here that once again against Barcelona, Iago Aspas can come to life, can come good, as he has done many times, of course, in the past at Balaidos, and is a really difficult place to go. And certainly tomorrow, whatever team we put out, the rotated lineup we probably will, it is going to be tough, no doubt about that. And right throughout the season so far, guys, we have been keeping our eye on the European Golden Shoe Award, which basically, of course, rewards the very top goal scorer in league format right throughout Europe. And as of right now, Lionel Messi has led the way right throughout the season. In second place has been Kylian Mbappe of PSG, with just 4 goals behind right now. Messi is on 34 goals for the European Golden Shoe. Kylian Mbappe is on 30 right now, and it was sort of known that in the final few games it was going to be close. Of course, Messi is going to receive some rest. He's not going to play all the games, he's not going to play all the minutes. So for that matter, Mbappe may have had a chance of catching up. However, following his red card in the cup final for PSG, in which they lost that game, he was then banned for 3 matches by the League Federation, and he's already served one of those suspension matches as PSG lost to Montpellier on Tuesday evening. What that means now is Mbappe will miss 2 more league games, meaning that he'll only have 2 more after that suspension is served to catch Messi in the race for the European Golden Shoe. He has only got now 2 more games to really turn around that 4-goal swing, and Messi, meanwhile, has 3 league games remaining. He'll probably miss the one tomorrow, of course, but you wouldn't expect there Mbappe to close that 4-goal gap, with Messi probably going to play at least one of those games that he has remaining. And so with that suspension now to Mbappe, and it was deserved as well, is a horror tackle that he put in that French Cup final, but I wouldn't expect Messi now, with that few games remaining, to let this slip. He looks once again to extend his record of European Golden Shoe Awards. And on the subject of Lionel Messi, and in particular on the subject of looking ahead to that game at Anfield on Tuesday, I want to talk about this Fabinho-Messi thing. Liverpool fans have been, well, I'm going to say it, absolutely pathetic in the way they've dealt with this 3rd goal, the phenomenal free kick from Messi, and the way that it was won. They've tried to spin this, basically, that Messi collided with Fabinho's head, and they're actually reaching here and saying that he went on to punch Fabinho in the head before he got that free kick, and therefore, that goal shouldn't have stood, and they shouldn't have lost the game, because Liverpool played so well, and everything is never their fault. But anyway, Liverpool basically think that Messi punched Fabinho. They've even gone as far to launch a petition. A petition. Honestly, guys, this is not made up. Genuine people now have actually signed a petition to get Messi suspended for that second leg. If Messi was playing against your team, you're not going to want him to play, are you? But you know what, Liverpool fans? He is going to be playing. You know why? Because he did nothing wrong. He did absolutely nothing wrong. In that instance, just like he did in the first half, Fabinho clearly steps in front of Messi. He clearly obstructs him. It's Fabinho who makes the first contact into Messi's body. He unbalances him. He knocks him off his feet. And then Messi is flying through the air to the floor. Fabinho then, after the foul is given, does he argue with the referee? Does he go to the referee and point to his head? No, he doesn't. He actually goes to Messi to apologise for the foul. Your own player there apologised for that foul. There was more contact in Sadio Mane touching Vidal's face than there was in this instance. So how about focus on matters on the pitch, focus on your football, try and do your talking on the pitch instead of launching petitions off it. That would be my advice to Liverpool fans. But anyway, back to the task in hand, guys. This game here against Celta Vigo, and now we're going to be talking about the team selection from Valverde, which of course is very, very key looking ahead of the Liverpool game, like I said earlier. I think the really important thing is here, we have to rotate a lot of players, I feel, simply because you look at the way we performed on Wednesday, which wasn't all that far away. Wednesday, Saturday is a pretty short turnaround, especially for an away game at a tough stadium like this. And what you have to bear in mind, like I said yesterday, is the age of this squad is definitely getting on. There are a lot of players here, a lot of key players that are over 30 years old, and you've got to think about the sheer amount of effort, amount of energy they put into that game on Wednesday. It was a really, really intense game against a good opponent who worked us really, really hard, and you can clearly see the effects of that. We have to rest them here to get them ready for that game on Tuesday. We don't want any slip-ups. We want to arrive at that game in peak physical condition, and like I said earlier, we have to take advantage of the fact that Liverpool cannot rotate. They can't, we will, and in this game, Ernesto Valverde, just like he did against Huesca, he's got to put his foot down. He's got to say, look, I'm making big changes, win, lose, tie, doesn't matter to me, as long as I rest my team. That right now, with the league in the bag, that's all that counts. And so, with that in mind, here is what I would do against Celta Vigo tomorrow night. Starting in goal here, I'm going to explain every single player in detail here, guys. Starting in goal with Jasper Cillessen, I feel like he has to start getting some minutes right here, right now. Ter Stegen has been unbelievable, no doubting that. Of course, I believe he's the best goalkeeper in the world. But Cillessen, for me, has to start getting some minutes in the lead-up, of course, to that Copa del Rey final. Jasper Cillessen isn't really going to be here beyond the end of the season, I don't think. I think he's going to go in search of first-team football. Let's enjoy him now, his final few games. He's been a great servant to the club. Let's get him ready for that cup final, starting right here and giving Ter Stegen some vital rest. At left back here, I'll go with Thomas Vermaelen. Now, I haven't seen the squad as of yet, guys. I couldn't wait any longer to see it from Barcelona. I'm going with Vermaelen at left back if he's in the squad. If not, we could, of course, play with the back three like we did against Huesca and maybe bring in Jason Murillo. But I would go with Vermaelen here, who can play there. Miranda isn't really trusted by Valverde. Alba certainly has to be rested in this game. That's why there, anybody will do. Umtiti and Todibo, the centre-backs, that's what I would go with there. Todibo's somebody young, somebody fresh, somebody exciting. I thought he was very, very good, much like Wage against Huesca, and certainly deserves another start here in La Liga. Umtiti needs as much minutes as he can get him game ready, get him match fit again. You know, he's got to have that kind of flow in his game. He needs that kind of confidence. Play him in this game for sure, no doubt about that. And then Wage here at right back, like I say, I think he impressed against Huesca. He made some good runs. He's got good energy down that right-hand side. Semedo and Roberto will both be involved against Liverpool. So for that reason, I would bring in somebody here completely new, rest them both against Celta, and certainly play Wage there from the start. Now, holding midfield here, I've got Arthur Melo. Now, that may or may not happen. Obviously, he didn't play at all against Liverpool. Whether he'll play in the return leg, we'll have to wait and see. His stamina right throughout the season has been difficult. Obviously, his first season in Europe, it's always going to be difficult to really adapt given the amount of games that he has to play. He's been a really key player for us. We cannot forget that. I would play him here against Celta, providing that everything's okay. If he's feeling a bit fatigued, if he's feeling a bit tired, I would leave him out this game altogether and play somebody like Oriol Busquets if he's in the squad, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll go with Ricky Puig here and Carlos Alenia. Those two against Huesca were massively exciting. They both got massive, massive talent. Alenia, of course, breaking in the first team this season. We've seen all of that quality already. And Ricky Puig, every single minute that he spends with the first team in these kind of games at this point of the season, it's going to help him. That experience, that know-how, playing him in these games is vital, vital, vital for his development going forward and makes us see really that huge, huge talent that he is. And then the front three for me, Malcolm has to start, no doubt about that. We all know that he hasn't got enough game time. Valverde in his press conference earlier even admitted that. He said, look, Malcolm hasn't played enough. I know that, but it's very, very difficult to fit him in. I think Dembele has to start. You look at his cameo, he came on against Liverpool. You can see the quality there. You can see what he can offer. Incredible pace. He gets in behind. He's got a good touch, good control. He gets gets in all the right positions, but what he needs most right now is confidence. Number one, confidence. And number two, that match sharpness. He needs to get again into the flow of things. Just before he got injured, he was brilliant. He was outstanding. He was looking so good in this team, and he was almost becoming undroppable. Right now, he needs to get back to that form, get that confidence back. It starts right here against Celta Vigo ahead of that Liverpool game on Tuesday. And finally, Kevin Prince Boateng. We know that he hasn't impressed. We know that when he's played, he hasn't really offered a lot, but we brought him in on loan. We've paid his wages, so we just will get something out of him. Playing in this game, rest Suarez, rest Messi, rest all of the key players, get them ready, wrap them in cotton wool for that massive game at Anfield against Liverpool next week. That is our only priority, and this team here, win, lose, tie, whatever happens, the experience, the minutes on the field will be good value to a lot of these players. And so, in terms of my prediction for this game, I don't believe that I've ever predicted Barcelona to lose on this channel, and you know what, I'm not going to start doing that now at this stage of the season. I'm keeping things positive, keeping things ticking over. I'm going to be optimistic here. Celta are going to be really up for this. I do believe they'll come out and really throw everything at us to try and get those points, but I'm going to go here with Barcelona 2, Celta Vigo 2. I'm going with a draw, a few goals. Hopefully we can get a point and not end up losing this game. But if we do, the most important thing is that rest. The only thing in our mind right now is Champions League. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow for the review of this game. And then after that, we're back on it. Liverpool, the only focus. We will not let this slip, I can assure you. Please leave all your thoughts and your comments down below, guys. What are your predictions for the team and the score in this game? Let me know. I will see you tomorrow. But until then, as always, Visca El Barça.